Hello. So today's message comes from Psalm 29. So in Psalm 29, our author here, he basically describes in great detail the majesty of nature and how it relates to God, how he can hear God's, or she could hear God's voice echoing through nature. In one of the particular verses, it's verse 3, it talks about how God's voice echoes over the ocean. So to give you an idea of just how powerful God's voice can really be, I actually have with me a sound device that helps me sleep at night, and one of the things it plays is happens to be ocean. So let me see if I can get this to play. Now, when you try to think about it, God's voice is so powerful that you could hear it over the crashing waves. God's voice echoes through the cedars. What the author was trying to convey in my mind is the fact that God, he has or she has a hand in all of creation. God sat down and created this beautiful vision, this beautiful place for us. He created the animals, he created the trees, the sky, the moon, the stars. He created it all. And when the author was sitting down and he was by the waves and he just for one moment stood still and he listened, he heard the beauty of God, and realizing that God has a plan for him or her, just like he has a plan for you. See, God has a plan for everything, whether we realize it or not. And so there's a takeaway from Psalm 29. It's twofold. One, that if a being is so powerful that they can create this beautiful earth, create, the Pacific Oceans and the islands there, as well as Antarctica and the Alps and all that stuff. Imagine what he can do with us. The other thing, I believe that when the author of Psalm 29 was writing this, they were probably going through some turmoil, right? And they realized that they kept passing this ocean. They'd never really paid attention, or the trees, they never really paid attention. So that once they stopped and they listened, they could hear God speaking to them through nature. Same thing with us, right? I know the last year was insane. 2020 was just insane. And coming to the beginning of this year, literally the first couple days or so, news outlets and all this was reporting, hey, is there going to be a change? Is going to be this? Is going to be that? And it's overwhelming. So every once in a while, whenever I used to get stressed out, one of the things I used to do was I used to go out and just be still. When I'm still in nature, nature talks to me and I hear lessons that I never thought I would hear. So as you go throughout your day, as you go throughout your week, may you find peace and comfort in your surroundings, in nature. May you stop for a moment and listen to what God is trying to talk to you about, what He's trying to tell you, help you along the way to reaching your full potential. I thank you guys so much for listening and paying attention. May God bless each and every one of you. Until next time, goodbye.